Today I am going to be using up 4 different rolls of 21-inch Deco mesh, uniting it with some pretty ribbon. I will be using the Jackie Weave method. Now, if you've never heard of this is a great big poofy method. I'm not the creator of it, but I will attach the creator's channel in the description box below. I have made a few of these wreaths before, and every single time they come out big and beautiful. The theme that we're using today is lemons because I made a wreath for the outside that has a lemon theme. Now I want to make one for my kitchen with a lemon theme for the upcoming summer months. With that said, let's get started on our beautiful Jackie Weave lemon wreath. Let's go through the supplies for this wreath, starting with the 4 rolls of Deco mesh that I'm going to be using. These are all 21-inch in length, and they are all left over from previous projects. Even if you have less than 5 yards of each, you're going to be fine. For this wreath, you are going to need 10 yards of Deco mesh. So you can either use 1 full roll, 2 rolls that are halfway empty, so about 5 yards in each. Or in my case, I'm just using these leftover ones because I'm not sure if I have 5 yards of each. But altogether, I know I'm going to have 10 yards of Deco mesh. When it comes to ribbon, I'm going to use this white, yellow, and a little bit of this purple one that I have. I'm going to see how much I have left over, and that's what's going to determine how I'm going to use it throughout the wreath and how much more of the yellow one I will need. Both of these are 1.5 inches in width, and of course both of them are wired. The ribbon that I'm going to use on all of the ribbon bundles is this beautiful white one. It's 2.5 inches wired. I did get this one from Costco, and by the way, all the supplies and of course where I purchased them are going to be in the description box below. You're going to need 18 pipe cleaners for the wreath base. This is the sign that I'm using, and all the colors that I'm using for my ribbon and for my Deco mesh are coming out of this sign. Since all my Deco mesh is going to be either green, purple, or yellow, that is why I'm bringing in so much of the white to brighten up this wreath. This sign is 12 inches in diameter. It is metal, and it does have a hole at the top and the bottom to attach the sign. The wreath form that I'm using is metal, and it's 14 inches in diameter. We're going to be using the 18 pipe cleaner method. This wreath base comes with 6 sections. In each section, I'm going to have 3 pipe cleaners. The first pipe cleaner is going to go on row 1 and 2 in the center, 2 twists, and I'm going to fold it towards the center of the wreath. The second and third pipe cleaners are going to go on row 3 and 4. Once again, I'm going to do 2 twists, but this time the tail is going to face out. This is because it's so much easier to find our pipe cleaners when we are done with this inner row, especially for this wreath, because you're going to see just how big this center row is going to get. Just like with the second pipe cleaner, the third pipe cleaner, we're also facing out. So all the pipe cleaners on the outer row, we're going to face out, and that is all we're doing. I'm going to repeat the same process going all the way around. I'm done attaching all my pipe cleaners. I have 6 on the inside and 12 on the outside. I'm going to be using my wood burning tool, and before I turn it on, I like to make sure that the tip I'm using is nice and tight. And as you can see, I do like using the needle tip. I do have 2 of the glass cutting board, and this is tempered glass, by the way, but that's because I lost one during the move and then I found it the minute I purchased this one and opened it. You know how that is. But if you only have one and you're using a wood burning tool, what I would do is cut halfway through, then pull it and cut the rest of the way. That's how I usually used to do it. If you would like to use a rotary cutter, you could definitely do that, but I will be using my wood burning tool because these two Deco mesh rolls, as you can see, are very, very heavily foiled. So no matter how you combine your colors, you need a total of 36 at 10 inches in length. If you would like to make it a little longer, maybe 12 inches, you could definitely do that. Let's get started, my friends. And the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my Deco mesh is straightened out. This one is fairly bad. Before I use my wood burning tool, I do want to make sure that I am working in a ventilated area. In my case, I have a window right in front of my desk that I make sure is open, and I'm breathing fresh air during this process because we are working with plastic. Next, I'm going to measure off 10 inches and start cutting my Deco mesh. This Deco mesh seems to be a little bit on the flimsy side, so I'm going to go up to 12 inches on this one. If you're only using one roll, then definitely make sure you're doing 10 inches, no more than that, because you're not going to have enough for this wreath. But if you know you definitely are going to have 9 pieces of Deco mesh, then you can go up to 12 inches like I'm doing for this Deco mesh. When I'm done, I'll just roll up my Deco mesh and put it in a laundry basket next to me. This apple green is so pretty, my friends. I love this one. I make sure that I'm going only in between 2 rows from the top all the way to the bottom, no matter how crooked that row is, just because I feel like it helps to keep the Deco mesh a little bit more secure. Look how pretty this gold or yellow Deco mesh is. Least but not least is this absolutely stunning lime Deco mesh that is very heavily foiled. It's going to make such a statement in this wreath. Next, I'm going to be cutting up all the ribbon, starting with this 1.5 inch purple one, and I'm going to be cutting it into 12-inch strips, zigzagging it up. I ended up getting 12 pieces out of that roll of ribbon. To cut this ribbon, I'm folding the edges in half and cutting out a triangle. Same thing on the other side. Then you have perfect pieces of ribbon with dovetails. Next, let's cut the yellow ribbon. I'm going to be cutting each piece at 12 inches in length, zigzagging it. And I'm only going to be doing 6 pieces of this yellow ribbon. Just like my purple one, I'm going to be cutting dovetails. So fold the edges in half and cut a little triangle. There we have it. For my beautiful iridescent 2.5 inch ribbon, I'm going to also cut it at 12 inches, and I'm going to need 18 pieces of this ribbon. When I get my 18 pieces, I'm also going to fold the ends in half and cut dovetails to this ribbon. My ribbon is all cut up. I have 6 of the yellow, 12 of the purple, and 18 of the white. My Deco mesh is all cut up, but when I was cutting this absolutely stunning, heavily foiled set of Deco mesh, I decided I want more of this one than this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the top row that's going to have just this set. Instead of 9, I cut up 12 of each of these and then 6 of each of these. On the inner row, I'm going to use just this foiled set. And on the outside, I'm going to do every other of the foiled and then non-foiled, foiled, non-foiled. So we're going to have plenty of purple, and I think it's going to be very pretty. I'm going to start by curling in my Deco mesh about 1.5 inches in diameter. And then with the edge facing down, I'm going to fold it in half. Then you want to find the center of your folded edge, and that should be about 5 inches on the tail. Now I'm just going to attach it, and I'm going to do 1 twist, just like that. I'm going to take my next piece of Deco mesh and curl it up, find my edge, make sure it's facing down, and then we're going to weave it. Where we have the loop, I'm going to take the next piece of Deco mesh and weave it through. After I pull it through, I'm going to fold it in half, find my 5-inch mark, and attach it to the next pipe cleaner. Let's make it nice and tight. Let's grab the next piece of deco mesh. We're going to roll it. And as you can see, I'm doing every other. Now I'm going to fold it in half, measure my 5 inches for the tail. Since we have loop to loop, now it's going to be tail to tail. And of course, my tail needs to face the other way. So let's attach nice and tight. I'm going to press this down. There we go. Do a quick little twist. And of course, for this next one, we are going to do loop to loop. Feed it through, fold in half, grab your 5 inches and attach. So now that we have tails on the end, the next one is going to have tails and face the other way just like we did this one. And as you can see, we have loop to loop, then we overlap the tails. Loop to loop, and then of course I'm going to have the gold one. Measure off my 5 inches, and then we're going to have tail to tail. So this tail is facing this way. This next tail is going to face the opposite way. Let's connect. And then the next one. I'm going to go around and finish this row. I am about to attach the last curl in the first row, and you're going to see how it all comes together. So on one side I have the tail, on the other one I have the loop. And because we have even numbers, I have loop here, tails there, 5 inches, and now I have a loop to loop, tail to tail, and we are done with this row. While I'm attaching, can you just take a look at how much of deco mesh we have on here, how full and beautiful this wreath is so far. The way I'm going to work the outside is basically I'm going to go in order green, purple, then the highly foiled green and yellow, and then same order as I'm weaving it. That way everything is going to get incorporated evenly. Going to start like I usually start. Let's curl, fold it in half, and I'm going to have tails going one way and loops going the other way. And whichever way you're going, whether you're going clockwise or counterclockwise, make sure that the loop is where you start. It makes it easier for me. Since I'm going clockwise, I made sure that the loop is on this side. Let's do a twist, and then off I go, my friends. Curl that up, measure my 5 inches, and attach to the next pipe cleaner. Now I'm getting my foiled one, curl that up. Since I have tails, I'm going to put tails on top, and now I'm going to do loop to loop using the gold one. It's that simple, my friends. I am on my last loop. Let's pull it through, get my 5 inches, and now my last closure, of course, is tail to tail, and we're all done. Look how huge this wreath is, how full, how beautiful. It's full of loops and little tails. Absolutely stunning. Next, we're going to do our ribbon bundles. The white one is going to go on every ribbon bundle. The purple one is going to go on all the ribbon bundles on the inside, and then every other on the outside. I'm going to start by doing the ribbon bundles for the inner row. It's just going to be easier that way. I'm going to overlap the purple over the white, find my center, and attach. Super easy, super pretty, super fun. The twist up, cut the excess tail, fold, and fold back. Because our sign is going to be so big, both of these are going to be facing out. I'm not going to be opening them up, just the purple on top of the white. That way we're not going to have this overwhelming amount of white. And I'm going to lay out each and every one of the ribbon bundles on the inner row just like this. Purple over the white, fold in half, pinch both of these, grab it in the center, attach, face both of the tails towards the outside. Since we have so little of the purple deco mesh, this ribbon is going to help balance everything out a little bit better. The first row ribbon bundles are all done. Now moving to the outside row, and I'm just going to go in every other with this 1.5 inch. So I'll start the one with the yellow. Same thing, we're going to fold it in half to find our center, pinch, pinch, open it up, bring it together, and attach. I'm not going to be adding anything else to this ribbon bundle, so go ahead and cut the excess and fold the little nub behind my little ribbon. The next one would be white and purple, and so on and so forth until I went all the way around. As I'm attaching the outside ones, because I'm not opening them up like a flower like I usually do, I'm just going to angle them the same way, going all the way around, and that way it's going to be so very pretty, and the ribbon is going to fill up any empty spaces on the outside while still allowing us to see the gorgeous deco mesh that we have underneath. All the ribbon bundles are done. Look how beautiful this wreath is turning out. Next, let's attach the sign, and it's going right in the center. This wreath is so tall. Definitely going to make sure I have 12 inches of my floral wire, or you can of course use pipe cleaners if you would like, but the floral wire hides a little bit better. Feed it through the little loop and make sure that you twist nice and tight in the back. Going to sink in the sign just a little bit because this is a fairly tall wreath, and let's attach. I like where the sign landed. Let's flip it back over. And I'm going to remember that this is the top, locking the floral wire in place, just wrapping it around the wreath base. At this point, if you would like to cover the back of the wreath, you can definitely do that. This is going straight in my kitchen, so I do not need to cover the back. I'm going to use a jute cord, make a knot, and then pull it through the front, and there we have our hanging loop. At this point, I'm just going to straighten out any ribbon that is out of place, make sure everything looks pretty, everything is laid out beautiful, and just like that, we have a gorgeous, full and beautiful Jackie weave lemon wreath that we made with leftover deco mesh and even some leftover ribbon like this purple one that I had to use up. Simba is losing his patience with Mama. Say hello to everyone. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys enjoyed this Jackie Weave wreath tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel. Simba wanted to show you his beautiful black paws. And with that said, I think we're going to say thank you for being with us. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in our next video. All right, Simba, one more time. Give Mama 5. Pow. All right, bye guys.